Good afternoon everyone. Here today with Sammy who's going to fly the R10 for the first time. So hold the craft up. As we probably already mentioned, the front of the craft is the one missing the beam. We'll fly for now with that pointing away from us, so that when we move the stick forward away from us, the craft tilts forward and moves away from us. If we move the stick forward and the craft is facing us, it comes back towards us, which is confusing. So for now, keep the craft pointing away from you. That means put it down pointing away from you when you put it down, and don't move the throttle stick from left to right because that yaws the craft. Okay, Sammy's going to go and put that down for us now, safe distance away. And then she's going to plug the XT60 connector in to power the craft up. That's the yellow connector, battery to power splitter. Great. We could hear the ESC alarm tones there that let you know everything's live. We've put code in that gives you an arm and disarm function, so it's currently disarmed and the rotors can't actually turn. But before we arm it, we need to calibrate the gyros. And also, of course, as Sammy's just worked out, you need to switch the transmitter on, so do that first. Now calibrate the gyros by holding the right stick all the way to the left for about 2 to 3 seconds. That's cool. If you want visual confirmation of that, you can check the yellow LED on thalamus. Great. Double check all your trim tabs haven't been moved or slid around. That's particularly important on the DX4E. Yeah, Sammy's just holding it up there. There are little tabs below and to the side of the sticks. They should be centered. Great, okay. We're in ultrasound mode at the moment, which works well up to about 1.5 meters, which is where it'll stop you on a hard surface like this tarmac. So when Sammy increases the throttle stick, the craft rotors will spin, and when it takes off, and that you should increase it gently, the craft will move into the air and detect that point. Now if you increase the stick higher than that point, and there is a small dead zone around the point, it will increase the height of the craft. If you decrease the stick level below that point, it will lower the craft. So Sammy's going to do a short flight for us now. Let's see how she gets on. She's armed it first, well remembered, by putting the craft up. I ran her through the pre-flight checks. Okay, so here she goes. There we go, the craft's in the air and it's ultrasound holding. She's just going to keep it close to us or not drifting too far away. Let's try going up a little bit, Sammy. Okay, that's great. And now let's land. Coming down nice and gradually, coming back this way a bit. Good. Okay, the craft will shut off automatically if you get too close to the ground. Also, if you move the throttle stick right down near the bottom, it will also turn the rotors off. That's mainly for emergency purposes or for landing when you're close to the ground. Just remember that. If you're high in the air and you want it to start coming down faster and you drop the throttle stick to 0, it will cut the motors and the craft will fall. Great, Sammy's going to walk over there now and unplug the XT60 connector to depower the craft. Ooh, we did something wrong there. Come back here, Sammy, let's show them what we did wrong. 2 things. Sammy moved the throttle stick when she got close to the craft as she bent over. That made the rotors turn on. We forgot to disarm the craft, so let's disarm it first. That's exactly right. We moved the same stick we used to arm it downwards. And finally, we'll turn the transmitter off to be doubly sure. Great, and now let's go and do the same thing again. Hopefully the rotors won't turn on this time. There we go. So bring it back over here. That's cool. Excellent. Well, thanks for listening, guys.